Engaged to the Unidentified, episode 11. I think this is the next to last episode. I think it's only 12 episodes, so this one is the next to the last episode. So it's kind of sad. But Engaged to the Unidentified, episode 11. This was a funny, cute episode. I know I just lost some man points for saying cute. Well, fuck you. All right. You want to come do something about it? Here's my address. Bullshit. I'm just fucking with you. But this was a very funny, kind of out there, episode as usual, right? I apologize for that that ding just then. That was a video rendering on my computer. But in this particular episode, man, it was good to see like Hakuya, you know what I'm saying, just kind of have these. Even though his face never did change, you can just tell for the most part, like emotionally, he was just kind of like, oh, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of funny to me. And it's another weird thing too is I don't know if the writers or the directors or whatever are doing this shit kind of in real time, because during the Valentine's Day episode, it was around the time of Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? But because these episodes fall on Thursdays, like Valentine's Day was traditionally on Tuesday, right? So the Valentine's Day episode, it was around the time of Valentine's Day, and with this one, it's around the time of White Day, because White Day is on the 15th, I thought, or the 17th, or some shit like that, right? So I was just kind of like, wow, because it's the 20th now, and Valentine's Day, I think, was on the 15th, and yeah, White Day is a month later, which is March 15th. So I was like, that's kind of weird. And then in this episode, she was like, White Day has already passed. So I was like, wow, that's, what I'm saying? Then they're talking about spring break and shit, and I'm just like, yeah, it's kind of weird, man, because I think this is around the time. I don't know if it's like that. I mean, it's like that in college, you know what I'm saying? Around this time is when you get your spring break. Elementary school, middle, high school, still in April, but whatever. I just thought it was kind of cool that this shit synced like it was in real time. For the most part, in this episode, it was pretty much just showing Hakuya freak out. Right now, I'm going to apologize for this glare that you guys are probably seeing. You probably can't even see my face, so I'm sitting in front of my computer, and my computer's in front of the window, and I don't have any curtains up. So I apologize for that right now. But in this episode, it's pretty much like showing that Hakuya is kind of troubled over, not being able to find a gift for Kobeni, even though he's trying very, very hard to do so, he's just kind of under a lot of pressure. That's a fucking Queen reference. Please go look up that fucking song so you can just laugh at it for a bit. But again, Benio in this episode is fucking ridiculous. She is just, again, I gotta use Wolf's fucking phrase, man. She's salty as fuck. And another thing that happened in this episode was that Mashiro was like running through the city or whatever. But then she like fucking used her powers and kind of just jumped from building to building. And as she did it, the little fucking fuck is her goddamn name? Niko was standing there, and she fucking saw Mashiro. Now she didn't see that it was Mashiro. She just saw that it was a person. You know what I'm saying? Jumping from building to building, like a flying humanoid thing. So that was interesting. I was just like, oh shit, like where's this shit going, right? And then Mashiro suggested that Kobeni and Hakuya go on a date, and Kobeni was like, "You coming too?" Talking to Mashiro. Mashiro was like, "No, a date's between two people." But then Kobeni brought up the fact, "You want to be here by yourself?" And Mashiro thought about Benio being there, and that was funny as shit. So then they all go out, and it ended up turning more into an outing for Mashiro than a traditional date between Kobeni and Hakuya. So it seemed like Hakuya wasn't, that disappointed by it. He just said, "I don't count this as a date." We're just kind of out and about. So he didn't seem disappointed by it. So that's a good thing. And at the end of the episode, they get a letter from home. The letter comes by Arrow. He catches it, opens it up, looks at it, and they both kind of have like what the fuck faces. And then Kobeni goes to the room to wake them up, and they're not there, and all their shit is gone. So it appears they have been summoned back home. had to leave. They had to be summoned back home. I don't know if this is in reference to Mashiro being seen or whatever, but they've been summoned back home. And also, the wind was blowing really, really hard, and Hakuya's hair blew away. I knew it was something up with his eye. I knew it was something on this side of his face. His hair blew back, and it's revealed that he has a scar. We don't see it. You know what I'm saying? We see the scar, but we don't see where it is on his face. Kobeni sees it, and she kind of just, she kind of loses it a bit, man. Not lose it like she freaking the fuck out that it's a scar, but I think it bothered her more that he got the scar protecting her, helping her. You know what I'm saying? So that bothered her. He was like, no, don't worry about it, man. This is due to my own clumsiness. So, no, don't worry about it. He tried to make light of the situation. They both tried to make light of the situation, but it's still weighing on Kobeni very, very heavily because she feels responsible for him being injured and all that type of stuff. And yeah, the episode ends with them leaving, man, and Kobeni is kind of looking like, what happened? Where's all this stuff? So they're gone. Like I said, I think the next episode is the last one. I don't know if it's gonna be a season 2 or not, but I think the next episode is the last one. So I don't know if the manga or the light novel is still going on though. So there's that. Look forward to exploring what happens in this series if the manga and light novel series are continuing on. But that's how this episode ends. Like I said, I thought it was a fantastic episode, man. It wasn't too much Benio in this episode, which is kind of sad because she's kind of the comic relief character to me in this episode, so it's kind of sad. But again, I thought it was a great episode. I'm Bash Stampede signing out. The sun is going down now, so there's not that much of a glare, and now it's getting darker and darker in here. Or it might be because I got these shades. Yeah, it's because I got the shades on. Bash Stampede signing out. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Let me know how you think this series is going to end right now, since next week's episode is going to be the last one. Yeah, that's it for me, man. Signing out.